Well, here we are, Saturday the 23rd. It's about 4 o'clock. We're calling it Breakfast with the Epic Beard and Dave, but we just came up for a bit of lunch and a cup of coffee and just hang out. It's beautiful weather. It's cool, but it's beautiful. And boop. Hey, it's me. I am the Epic Beard. See. And there we go. We're gonna set that there. You can hear us. Started to get a phone call. Call was blocked. Has potential spammage. Spammage. You know, I have this program. I gotta locate, it's in a box somewhere in the garage from Blues. And I gotta load into my computer again. I lost my early works in manufacturing a ringtone. That's what the program does, is it does some music editing and it makes ringtones. And allows you to make ringtones. And I don't know if anybody knows some of this stuff. I cut out the guitar solo from the Butthole Surfers Pepper, and I made one from the intro to Holiday in Cambodia, and I think I should get the lead from Babies on Fire in there too. But one thing I captured from the TV, the audio from the TV, was from an episode of The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. And poor Billy is afraid of clowns, and every time he encounters one, he's left in a quivering mass, unable to move, and only be able to scream, "Destroy us all," because he believes clowns will destroy us all. And I have some amusing stories on that one. My favorite is I was at the podiatrist. I was having some work done on my feet, and my son called me, and I used that as my ringtone for my son because that was from something from his childhood, and I thought it was just hilarious. And I'm sitting in this doctor's office reading a magazine on Motor Trend or something like that, on this wonderful car, and all of a sudden my phone starts screaming, "Destroy us all! Destroy us all! Destroy us all! Destroy us all!" And I kind of look up and I look around, and there's these older seniors at that time to me. I mean, they weren't that much older, but they were seniors, and looked like retirees, and they were just kind of looking at me, and I had just pulled my phone out, and I could see the picture of my son, and I just answered and said, "You, what's up?" And he says, "Well, okay, Sean, I'm at the doctor's. I'm going to be home in about an hour or so, or maybe longer. I'll call you when I'm done. Okay? All right, talk to you then." I hung up, and one of the people, I think it was a woman, kind of looked at me and goes, "Excuse me, but what the hell was that?" I said, "Oh, it's my ringtone I made. Kind of cool, huh?" And she goes, "Oh my God. What was he saying?" I said, "Destroy us all." She just laughed and said, "Wow." And while we're sitting there, there's this one girl sitting in there, about high school age. She was an athlete because she was wearing her Fullerton High School PE gear or whatever, and I think it said volleyball or something like that on it. So I knew she wasn't just a high school, and she had her ankle wrapped up. So she was there having an injury looked at, and because there was something wrong with her foot. And all she did was she was staring down at the magazine, and she just kind of side-eyed me and grinned, like, because she knew it was. She was old enough to know that that was from a cartoon from the Cartoon Network that she used to probably watch as a little girl. So, because I had that happen, went off and I was in Norm's one day, and a couple of hostesses were standing around chatting with me, and my favorite waitress, and it went off, and they're going like, "What the hell is that?" And I said, "It's my ringtone," and I played it for them after I answered the phone and everything, and they're going, "Wow!" And this other hostess had just come in and just come on, and I said, "Hey, Amanda, listen to this," and she listens. She goes, "Oh my God, that's Billy and Mandy." I said, "Yeah, she knows," and they all just kind of laughed, and but over time, I'm always looking or thinking or trying to think of something that would be beneficial as a unique and shocking ringtone. And I sent those to Kevin and Bean. I said, you can't sell them or use them because they're copywritten. And I just made them for my personal self. I got an email back from one of them saying, "Oh my God, that stuff's nice. It's cool." So I over time I've been coming up with these ideas, and I've got to sit down and do them. One is to capture off of a CD is from Monty Python's The Search of the Holy Grail, and that would be the scene. They're walking through town, ringing the bell. Bring out your dead. I think that would be to be sitting in a meeting at work, or to be sitting somewhere on a bus, or on the patio here at Papito's, having lunch, and have that go off. I mean, the reaction alone should just be worth the observation. But there's that, and also from the movie The Knights Who Say Knee. That scene where they go knee, 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 and that's I think would make a great ringtone. Maybe a loop of the coconut guys doing the horse, the horse is moving. And the first one I came up with, though, was from I don't know how many of you guys watch Family Guy. But and they know who they know what Blue Horizon, which I believe was the code name for the Star Wars movie. That's why they chose as a title for that episode of Family Guy. It was their homage to Star Wars, and they played, and there's a scene where Luke and they're all and they're taking Chewie to the brig, I guess, prison babe, and they get on the elevator. Well, they did that scene in the Family Guy film or cartoon, and as they get on, the elevator music, that Muzak is playing. And it's doing the evil side music from the movie, ding, 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 or whatever. And but it's doing it kind of like that. And so I figure they're not saying anything. It's just you can just hear the music. So I want to clip that and loop it and attach it to my phone and give it to somebody else, or assign it to friends of mine or whatever. Specific friends. There's some bands out that dress up as stormtroopers and Darth Vader that play that with hard rock with electric guitars as Full Metal or whatever. I think that would be in itself cool. I don't think I think that would be another good one. But recently, my new phone alerts me when I get a phone call that's potential spam or spam. And this is going to be tough to do because I think it would be cool to attach the unknown or the or those spam calls and clip off of Monty Python again from their TV show, the song Spam. You know, spam, 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 and loop that. And so when I get a call like that, it goes off. I just think that would be funny. I mean, it would alert me to what, without even looking at the phone, what kind of call it is, and if I should get all excited and jump for the phone or whatever. And I just think that would be freaking hilarious. I'm that way. I'm just that way. So that's to me, that's the technological side of today. The ability to buy software that will help you and allow you to make a ringtone your own, of your own desire. You make your own custom ones using the music you like, or using maybe get friends of yours to talk, say something silly, and repeat it over and over and over, and attach it to their phone number in your phone. So when Gracie calls or whatever, you get her talking, and you don't even need to look at the phone. You know who it is. That's one thing I love about cell phones with the photos and whatnot, that I can just look. The phone can ring, and I get a picture of whoever's calling me. Oh, that's that little shit Niedermeyer. Not gonna answer it. Gotta go to voicemail. But yeah, I think that's fun. I think that's it's what makes the technology we have today has made life somewhat interesting and weird. And yeah, you can go to a lot of. I didn't get that at Best Buy. I got that at whatever, that Fry's or whatever it is, electronics place. You can buy not just computers and whatnot. You can buy hard drives, and you can buy motherboards and whatever, you know, and different programs, you know, cheap. And this one was cheap. It was only like $20. So get your theme music. It could be, that's theme music for whoever you've got as a friend or you want to make for your phone. I don't like a lot of the ringtones they give you, you know. And there's people that'll pay $1 or $2 or more or whatever for somebody to do something entertaining and sell it to you as a ringtone. Now the hard part is to get it attached. And what I've done is, in many cases, is I've got the little disc. SIM card, and I put it in my phone, and then I reference the sound or the music or whatever I place it under, and generally you can go to somebody's now you can go to their information in your phone, and you can call up ring, and it's got a spot so you can set the ringtone to the menu in your phone for Fred. And then you go into that, and you just drag it on and drag it in. And I found out that when I do that, a lot of that stuff from my card transfers over to my menu and list for ringtones, custom ringtones. So you just call it up, and you just say no, and select it and save, and that should be your phone. You got to be careful though. A lot of times when you get updates, it resets a lot of that. So you got to go back and fix it. So I know, I completely agree. So yeah, that's interesting. That's today's kind of thing. It's kind of an easy day. Still got some stuff to do, and I'm just sitting here having some coffee, and I had a little something to eat. because I was done with all the crap I had to do. I couldn't really get up here this morning for breakfast. Got a lot of crap to do. Anyways, it's getting a little weird doing some of these. We're going to go home though, and first thing we're going to do is take a few minutes and we're going to post this to YouTube. And for anyone new here or hasn't watched any of these or whatever, the thing is when I go live, it saves to my phone. I post it on my phone, but I turn around and I upload it as titled to my YouTube channels, to one of my YouTube channels, and which you can subscribe to, or you can go back and you can watch it there. Which I say, subscribe if you like it, like it. If you don't. You can do the same thing here on Facebook. You can comment. You can hear or as well on Facebook. But for these, you go to the Epic Beard and Dave channel, or you can go to the David.Besaw channel, or the David Besaw channel. I don't know. Probably one or both of those. And the Besaw channel is more like individual raps of a personal nature. The Epic Beard and Dave is a fun channel that we like to be involved in. They're getting ready to close here, so I think I'm gonna pull out and have a good day. I want everyone to have a good day. I want everyone to love each other, and I would like the United States to stay out of Venezuela, but I want them to work out and find their freedom and get their food back. You can, if you choose, to identify it as what democratic socialism is, or you can ignore it. Well, that was one thing we were going to talk about. I kind of wanted to talk. It's interesting as we go into the 2020 election that we have people like Warren promising that if elected they will remove the Electoral College. So guess who we should elect? And of course that's not going to stop her. If she loses the election because of the Electoral College, if Bush is, or if Trump again makes it because he he gets the most electoral votes, then I'm happy with that. I mean, I live in a state that why should I vote? I mean, my vote doesn't count unless I vote for the Democratic candidate. And then it really doesn't vote because he or she is pretty much guaranteed the electoral votes of California. I want you to pay close attention to the rhetoric on this, and I want you to please go to the Constitution, read it, learn it, study it, try to understand why we did it. So hey, from me to you, have a good day.